This portion is brought to you by Globe Asiatic. Since 2006, Globe Asiatic Realty has worked to develop strategic corporate social responsibility programs that are aligned with its business operations and corporate mission. For GA, corporate social responsibility is the responsibility that it has to the people who build their homes from Globe Asiatic. These are the families and their children, and the entire communities and environment they live and work in.
Naghahanap kami ng kung saan makakatira. And then, ito, wala pa ito ganun. Pero sinabi na may school ito, merong commercial plaza na ganito. And then nakita nga namin maganda. Then yung mga bahay sa loob, okay naman. So talagang we were impressed.
Maganda talaga na ito yung ginawa nilang community kasi nandito na yung eskwelahan, nandito na yung simbahan, may commercial, tapos nandito ka lang, umiikot ka lang dito, hindi ka na kailangan laging mamamasahe para mamasyal. Dito na lang.
Magtatagumpay ka sa mga bagay-bagay.
Wala na po kaming ginagastos na tuition fee. Tapos po parang nakapagtipid pa po kami dahil nga po wala yung mga miscellaneous fees. Sobrang malaking pasalamat po talaga dito sa Severa. Lalo na po kay Sir DL dahil kung wala po siya, wala naman po yung school. Hindi rin po kami makakapag-aral ngayon kung wala po siya.
For Globe Asiatic President Delphine Lee, nothing is more important to him than the safety and well-being of the children who live inside his Severa communities.
As you would notice, most of our housing projects now, we always come up with free education. We put up the building, the school building, the classrooms, all the equipment, and then we donate it to DepEd. And not only that, we support the school institution all the way. Hopefully, through this, we can actually see our future generation gain the same kind of opportunity that ordinary middle class mother would have.
GA's philanthropic efforts are focused on kids and their education. Like Severa Bacolor, before it, Severa Mabalacat boasts of everything a child could ever need. A school, and even an amusement theme park in lieu of the usual playground, all within its premises. With a 34-classroom school built in partnership with the e-media program of ABS-CBN Foundation, students here at Severa are assured of quality education at the highest standards.
Here, they form experiments like in chemistry. It's fun while you are educated and having fun while learning.
Swerte kami dito kasi hindi kami masyadong nahihirapan sa mga gamit namin, sa mga libro. Yung mga bata is 1:1 kasi binibigay lahat sa amin yan.
Globe Asiatic is extremely proud of its long-standing commitment to corporate social responsibility and how much this company has achieved in this area over the years.
Welcome back to the GA Report. This is Sonny Lopez. I'm still with Mr. Delphine Lee, and in the earlier portion, we've discussed about the corporate social responsibility of Globe Asiatic, which is centered on education. Again, this is free education from elementary to high school.
To high school.
Okay. And
in fact, I have commitments to our high school graduates. The top 10 every year, we would adopt as our scholars for college.
Non-stop yan, ha?
Non-stop.
Dahil hindi titigil yung mga...
That's our payback.
So, scholars mo pa rin yung top 10?
Yes, top 10.
Pwede pang sa abroad mag-aral?
Wag naman. Dito na lang.
Okay. Saan mo sila pa-aaralin? At
any school.
Limited
any
sa kurso?
Any course you want.
Any course, any school in the country.
That's our payback. Okay. Who knows? One of them might become the president of the country.
Tama. Malay natin, no? Malay natin.
Anyway, I want to discuss it. I hope we have our lawmakers watching this program.
Okay, yes.
I have these proposals. I have in fact discussed this with Congressman Rod Valencia, the chairman of the House Committee on Housing. Why can't we come up with a law? I'm sure none of our developers would be happy with this proposal, but for every, let's say, 100 units that we build, you must provide 2 classrooms.
For every 100.
Can you imagine if I didn't put up a school in our subdivision, like Severa?
Yes.
We have 6,500 families, units in one subdivision. How do you expect these children to enroll in the existing schools? Suddenly, within 1 year or 1 year and a half, you put in 6,500 families
Yes.
in one place. Can the local government, can the DepEd provide the necessary classrooms?
Okay, but how will you check on the sustainability of this? Like in your Severa Bacolor, after a year, you built another school building, right?
In fact, after the first year, we have to put up an annex building because of the sudden influx of the students. Because we have proven the point that with the support from DepEd, with our support, we can actually elevate the quality of education of a public school. Given the right logistics, given the right equipment.
And I want to dwell on sustainability. If there is a law that's promulgated or prepared by our lawmakers, both houses, the sustainability, because you really have to continue and be consistent with this.
You see, we know for a fact that there's always a shortage of budget.
Yes.
Especially for DepEd.
DepEd. Oh, every time there's a problem with schoolrooms.
Most of the budget goes to the salaries, right? So you have a limited budget for school building, school classrooms. So if the developers will join hand, you solve 2 problems. First, you solve the problem of shortage of school classrooms. Second, you actually improve the quality of education for that particular school. Why? If a school is built in my subdivision, okay, you give me now the benefit of naming it. Maybe I'll name it after my parents.
Yes.
So that's like a monument for them,
right?
So what would I do? I would definitely make sure that this school is going to be functional, it's going to be provided with the best equipment, because it's the name of my parents out there, right?
Right.
So it's joining hand with the government.
The private sector also.
At the same time, we're putting up communities,
Yes.
we're building houses. We have to provide what is basic need for them. Aside from housing, education is the basic need of everybody.
Do you think that the parents will respond to the other?
Of course. Imagine what they save from tuition fee alone would redound to about 30,000, 40,000 a year. Why would they send their children to private school when the school right there in their community can provide even higher educational level, higher educational quality? So if everybody will join hand,
right,
we can solve these problems easily. Madali naman eh.
Madali, right. So yan ho, mga kaibigan. We'll have another short break, but before the break, I'd like to ask again Mr. DL here, or for him to reiterate that even in the other projects like Samira and the other projects, the Severas in the other parts of the country, that they expect the same thing. They expect the same schools, the same concept.
That's the assurance we give to all our homeowners.
Okay, we'll be back.
This portion was brought to you by Globe Asiatic.